Hello, class. Let's do some graphs. Okay, today we're looking at doing graphing, learning how to plot graphs, learning how to interpret graphs. This is mostly based on PA 616 in your JumpMath 6 book, pages 86 to 88, but we're going to cover a bit more than that. It's going to cover a couple extra lessons. Okay, so this is a graph. This should look familiar to everyone. That we start looking at this in like grade one, a number line, right? We can say, okay, in grade one, especially we'll say something like, okay, can you find the five on the number line? Woohoo! All the kids found the five. Okay, find the one. It's right there. We're doing the exact same thing. This is grade six. We're doing harder stuff, but instead of doing one number, we're doing two. Now, remember, since we start out with the number line, we always have the first number is on here. The second number is on here. We always are going to have something like, it'll say something like 2, 3. Okay? What does this mean? 2 and 3. Boom. Right? Most people have this down quite easily. Right? First number's down there, second number's here. Just to let you know, we sometimes call this the X line or the X axis. This one is called the Y line or the Y axis. Because of this, this is sometimes known as the X number and the Y number. Now, grade 6, we're not going to worry about this. But this becomes super big and important once you get into higher grades. Now, personally, this is one of my favorite types of math. Not only is it really super important in solving real life problems, which you'll find out in high school, but to me, I love the fact that you're doing arithmetic and you're able to see it at the same time. So we'll have something like 2, 3, and then we'll have something like 3, 5. Again, we usually write them in brackets just to help us realize that those are partners. If we wrote them all out without brackets, it'd be a little bit harder to understand. So writing them in brackets just makes it easier to see. Where would 3, 5 be? Again, we go 3, whoop, 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 and 5. Oh, wow. We have two lines. As long as we have two lines, two dots, we can make a line. I wonder if it's going to work out. Our next number, well, it could be, say, 4 and 7. I wonder if this is going to match up in the same line, the same pattern. 4, 7. Now, I have to admit, most of you know I am not a great artist, so this is not perfectly written. But notice, we actually have a line here. We can actually take something, and we can go boop, 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 boop. I'm going to guess that that's going to be our next coordinate point. Guess what? I know it. I know my rule already. My rule is going to say 5, 9. Oh, look! It actually worked out. This is the great thing about doing graphs like this is once you have a couple coordinates, you can start going, I know the pattern. I see it. Now, because this is going up, we often call it an ascending line, or just getting bigger. You can also have lines coming down. You can have okay. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take these dots and find the numbers. So this one is boop, 7 and 10. And just to make sure that we can see it a little bit better, A little bit less confusing. We put the brackets around it just to help us out. Oh, look, we have another dot. It is 8, 9. Oh, then we have another dot. 9, 8. Oh, and finally we have one more, which is 10, 7. Notice, just like we looked at T-charts, these are following a pattern, right? In fact, sometimes instead of giving us a set of coordinates, they'll write them out as a T-chart, right? This is something that we've been working on for about the last 3 years. Most of us, we know how to write T-charts. We know what they mean. As soon as we have two two numbers, we can write a coordinate graph. We're gonna, if we wanted to, we could take this, and without having any more information, we could figure out what our next coordinate would be, couldn't we? 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the next one would be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We know the next one would be 6. We don't even have to use the graph anymore. Oh my goodness, we can figure this out using our old T-chart method, even if we don't have an actual T-chart written up. Can we do the same thing over here? We can. 2, 3, 4, 5. We know the next one's going to be 6. 3, 5, 7, 9. We know the next one is going to be 11. The great thing about this is we're only looking at straight lines right now, that we're not going to have any weird patterns, any weird T-chart patterns, which are hard to understand. They're going to be basic coordinates, which when graphed out are going to make a line. Okay, that's everything. I know we have this down for most of us, and you'll be fine to work in your books soon. Awesome. I'll talk to you later.